Lara.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, good morning.
I'm fine.
Oh,
How about
Everyone's
you?
fine. Yes,
I'm good,
doing great.
thank you.
Yes, just starting the week. Yeah,
Yeah.
praise.
Mm. How are you, Felipe?
Yes, I'm doing great. Yes, the things. Yes, I hope. Yes, we're almost Christmas, right? We're getting
Yeah,
to Christmas.
the year is
Yes,
ending.
celebrating Christmas already. There are people celebrating Christmas.
Yeah, actually, in the stores, the people are just these ornamental things about Christmas, and the year is ending. It's crazy. So I think it's just us today. But if there's someone who's coming, I will accept. So today we're talking about shop or thrifty shop and clothes. I don't know if Philip already sent the questions on the chat.
Yes. Can you be please make me co-host just
Okay,
to share the video?
so there you are.
So do you
And we
wanna do
have,
you wanna do you wanna practice the introduction of being like a host on TNT? I know Felipe and Lara already knows how it works,
yeah,
but maybe
but okay. So hello everyone, TNT. I'm gonna explain how TNT works. TNT is a safe place and a comfortable place to share your opinion, to discuss about something, and practice the English. And every day there's a topic that we're gonna discuss, that we're gonna talk about. And yeah, that's it. Not today, but we split you in rooms, and you already know how it works, right? So that's it, Philip. Can you share now the video?
sure. So where is it? It's here. Just a sec. There we go. 6 reasons to thrift shop.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an awesome day today. So if you've been following me for a while, you will know that I love thrift shopping. It is a hobby of mine, but it's also how I buy most of my clothing. About 80% of my wardrobe is thrifted or secondhand. So today I wanted to share 6 reasons why I love thrift shopping and why you might want to get started with it yourself. Reason number one, it is more eco-friendly. This is a big reason why a lot of people get started with shopping secondhand, and it's definitely a factor for me. The waste in the clothing industry is really a serious issue, and by simply buying used instead of new, you can keep clothing from going into the landfills, which is really cool. There's so much used clothing currently available, and a lot of it is barely even worn or used. So to me, it makes both environmental sense and then just good old-fashioned waste not, want not sense to buy that when possible. My second reason is that it is cheap, like really cheap to thrift shop. It makes even the cheapest fast fashion store look expensive by comparison, which is really amazing. You can get a whole outfit for $10. And a lot of my favorite pieces in my wardrobe have been $4 or under from Goodwill, which is just amazing. And for me, being on a budget, I love that I can have fun with fashion without spending a lot of money, but it also means that I can buy the majority of my wardrobe for really inexpensive and occasionally splurge on something a little bit nicer, which I really like. Reason number three is that new clothing depreciates. As much as I love some of my favorite brands, I know that when I buy a expensive or more expensive to me piece from one of them, it is going to lose value as soon as I buy it, as soon as I take it home. So I wouldn't be able to resell it for that full price. And that just makes sense, right? Because we know that those things go on sale, and then as you wear it, it loses value. But by contrast, when you buy something at a thrift store, it might be about $4, but maybe it's from a really great brand, like you got some Madewell jeans or something like that. If you ever decided that you wanted to get rid of that and resell it on a platform like Poshmark or eBay, you could probably actually make money back on it, which is really amazing. So thrift shopping makes financial sense in this respect, not just in how cheap it is. My fourth reason is that thrifted clothes are really unique. I've seen so many pieces over the past couple of seasons that are 90s inspired pieces in the shops, and I just think, why not go to the thrift store and get something similar, but not the piece that everybody on Instagram is wearing that's pretty expensive as well. Last year I noticed a lot of flowy kind of button up floral skirts in the stores, and I loved them, but I wasn't really sure. There was one at Madewell for about $85 that I liked, but I wasn't really sure about, and I went to Goodwill and found something very, very similar for $4, and so I got that and wore it a lot over the summer and got a lot of compliments on it, but it wasn't the same thing that everybody else had, and I love that about it. Reason number 5 is that it is a low cost way to try trends and try new things. And I love fashion, I love experimenting with what is in style at the moment, but I don't like to spend a lot of money on something that's just going to come in and out of style. But fashion is cyclical, so if something is trendy now, it's likely that it's been trendy in the past. Like I was saying earlier, with all the 90s trends that we've been seeing lately, you can go buy legitimate 90s clothes at the thrift store and it will be a lot cheaper, and it will be a fun way to try that trend without having to spend a lot of money, which I absolutely love. And then the last reason that I love to thrift shop is that thrift stores usually support charitable causes, which to me is just the icing on the cake. I know a lot of charity shops are owned by local charities or even bigger organizations. Where I was growing up, there was a cancer research charity shop, so you can know that what you're spending your money on is going towards these really great causes, and you're getting all of the amazing other things we talked about, like the low environmental impact and the new clothes to experiment with for really cheap prices. So to me, all that combined together just makes for a really great shopping experience, which I absolutely love. So guys, those are my top 6 reasons that I love thrift shopping. If you have not gotten started with thrifting yet, I hope that this inspires you to go out there and give it a try. If you are an avid thrifter, I would love to know what made you get started with it. Was it one of the reasons on my list? Would you add to this, or would you take anything away? I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to my channel and haven't subscribed yet, I would love for you to do that now by pushing the red button down below. I definitely post a lot of thrifting content, so if you're into that, I will have more of that coming.
Yeah, I think she's gonna
just share. But yeah, she speaks a little bit fast, right? But the subtitles help. So she says on the video, 6 reasons for why we thrifting, why shopping at thrifty shop. Okay, so I think we can start with the presentations. I know we already know each other, but just for the people who are watching us on YouTube. So Lara, can you start, please?
Of course. So my name is Lara. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Governador Valadares, Minas Gerais. I am a medical student, and that's it.
Yeah, on the questions I put, tell your favorite color, just for we to
My
come in the
favorite
topic.
color, I think, is blue. Purple.
Blue?
No, purple.
Yeah,
The
that's
blue.
great. And you, Philip, please.
Yeah, introductions are always a good chance to know each other better. I think you might know a little bit about me, and I'm trying to think about something unique, um, and especially about thrifting. I am not so good at shopping. I'm not a shop addicted, so I still use or wear clothes that I bought when I was in Chicago in 2011, like almost 10 years ago. I still have them, and so I don't do shopping that much, but usually I like to wear shorts and um, hoodies, you know, even if it's like, especially today in Sao Paulo, it's not that hot. So I would definitely have a hoodie and just shorts. I like shorts and jeans, of course, like for casual days. But usually that's my kind of clothes, and I don't think you know that, because this is something I don't think about that actually. So yeah, this
Yeah,
is new. This is new.
it's something to think, right? So talking about me, I'm Marcos. I'm 70 years old. I'm from São Paulo, Suzano. And a guest of Philip, I'm addictive of shopping. I like talking about this because I don't have so much money to pay a lot of clothes or something like that. But at thrifty shop, I have money just for 2 reais or 3 reais. We can buy a lot of things and make an outfit very good. So let's go to the questions. Do you have some clothes that come from a thrifty shop? And what is it? Yeah, I have a lot of. Like, I think one day, all my clothes will be come from a thrift shop. Like this shirt that I'm wearing, it's from a thrift shop, and I paid 3 reais. Yeah,
Wow.
and it looks like new, right? From Zara, I don't know, but I just paid 3 reais, and I have a lot of, but uh, I think you can pay attention about the pieces of your buying because there's something that is not so good, the piece of clothing. So you have to pay attention about that. And you, Lara, do you have some clothes from thrift shop?
Yes, yes, I love to buy in thrift. I don't know how to say this word. I never heard
Thrift
this
shop.
before. And I have a lot of T-shirts from there, and I'm not addicted to shopping and things like this. I don't have a lot of patience to go to a store and keep hours looking for something. I am more objective. I just go and do the thing that I want to and buy. But it's funny because my sister, she is completely opposed of me, and she loves to buy stuff. And this weekend, she went to at thrift thrift shop,
Thrift shop. Yeah.
and she buy jeans. And yes, I think it's awesome. It is it's her thing, you know. It's a thing that she do a lot, and I think it's more for her because I don't don't am I am not a person that buy a lot, you know, this kind of stuff. But yeah, it's kind of like this. I have a lot of things too.
Yeah. And just like the video said, it's more eco-friendly, and there are a lot of reasons to do that. So I really, really like this. And you, Philip?
Yeah, I'm not a person who buys clothes in general. So in a thrift shop, not even clothes. But and I don't think we have this culture here in, at least in São Paulo. You know, as we I remember when I was in Chicago, United States, like they have those thrift shops and people, you know, selling on their garage and this kind of stuff. And it's I think it's really amazing. I know like people from some areas here in São Paulo, they do that on like street markets, like some local events. I used to go to those places, especially when they have like vegan food. They're more hippie, you know, this kind of thing.
Yeah.
I used to be like yoga and meditation, like some events like this. This is stereotype, um, and I've been to some of them, and it's pretty cool to see people. Because it's not just about the cloth itself, but it's like you can talk to the person, and you can person tells where where the cloth came from, which store, how was it, and
Yeah.
you know it's funny, and we kind of connect to the person because of the outfit, you know. So it's pretty interesting, and you can share some ideas. Then you can the person. It's different when you are in a shop, like in a store, and then you just have you have like a cold relationship, right? Like the
Yeah.
person is just trying, just like it's his or her job. It's their job to sell. So it's different when you have like a person and that outfit belongs to that person, and the money, it's not like it's cheap, so it's not about the money, it's just about the economy to flow and get things to be reusable. So I think that's it's interesting. I like the idea, I like them much, but I'm not like maybe what's the closest is like some clothes like this that are like it's not about running, it's like about coding, but you
Yeah,
go to events and you go to races and then you get clothes like this. I love these shirts, actually. They are pretty cool, light, you know. So
comfortable.
yeah, that's the
And
closest maybe. I have
just like
tons
you
of.
said, yeah, just like you said, in United States, they have this culture buying at thrift shop. And actually, here in São Paulo, here on TikTok, it's becoming something new because the youngers they are doing that because becomes something very hype. So so you go to a thrift shop and you record you buying very hippie, very vintage. So I think it's becoming something very good, and at least for we youngers because we have more this conscience about the world, what we are doing with for the planet, and those stuff. I really like this. What is becoming? So let's go to the next question. Do you agree with this movement shopping in thrift shop? Yeah, I think we already answered that. Philip also, but Lara, what do you think?
Yes, I totally agree. I think it's very nice because we can make things that we don't use reusable for another person, and it's cheaper. It's very good. I see a lot of people doing this on Instagram right now. You know, they uh, they take a few clothes they don't use anymore and put on Instagram to another person see and sell for a very cheap price. And I think it's very
Yeah,
good because if don't serve for you anymore can be used for another person and yeah.
yeah, yeah. Thank you for that. And you, Philip, have one point to add?
I think it's an interesting movement, and I think we do need that, especially nowadays, because sometimes like I think about the things we use. You know, I have my cell phone. It's gonna be like it's gonna be 5 years now that I have this phone. You know, so I like it so much, but it's like next year I'm gonna like celebrate the 5th birthday, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
buy a new one. But most of things, food, clothes, especially plastic in the supermarket, I try to reuse that. So I think this consciousness about uh, thrift shopping or reuse things, it's really important. It's really important, not just about clothes, and also our relationships with people, job, you know. So it's a huge movement. It's not just about reusing clothes, you
yeah,
know. When you start thinking about this, you start thinking about other things.
yeah.
So it's
It's
really
true.
important.
It's true. And Paula, she comes here. Hello, Paula. Are you there?
Hello, yes. Sorry
How
I'm
are
late.
you?
I'm pretty good. A little headache, but I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
So today we're talking about thrift shop and clothes. So do you have this habit, buying on thrift shop, buy these things?
Yeah, not that much. Could you send the questions for me, please?
Yeah. Um,
I'm gonna
Philip,
send.
can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
And do you have some piece of clothes from a thrift shop?
Mm, I don't think so. Not
Do,
close.
do you know
Oh,
what's thrift shop? because I didn't. Do you know, Paula? What's thrift shop?
She's muted.
You're muted, just to let you know.
Yes, I'm using my cell phone. I don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I
Yeah?
think you're still sleeping, right?
Oh my gosh, just a sec.
Yeah, move
Okay.
on. Let's move on.
Okay. So the next question is about, do you prefer shopping for clothes in a huge store or a little store? And do you care about brands? So Philip, what do you think?
Uh, I think I don't care about brands, but I do care when they have like a purpose, or I totally, I'm not into those brands who use um, how can I say, cheap labor or slavery, or
Yeah,
they test things on animals, especially when I know that they do that. But it's, I'm not so into this. But for example, Zara, it's not one of those stores that I'm gonna buy something. I don't know what they are doing now related to slavery, labor, because I've heard something about that, or some products or some brands that they test on animals. Though I'm not into that much, I don't buy, I don't consume things like that much. But
yeah,
shampoos, for example, or perfumes, this kind of stuff. So that's the only thing. Or food, you know. Just to clarify, I'm not really into this, but when I notice, when I know about that, I try not to use.
yeah,
So I try to buy from local stores, local shops.
yeah,
So yeah, because I'm a local producer somehow. I produce
yeah,
knowledge,
yeah,
learning, learning stuff. So I totally know and totally understand how difficult it is to be a small shopper, small producer, small content producer. So it's really difficult. So yeah, that's it.
And what you talk about the slavery work and those stuff, I was thinking, I think it's tomorrow because we know that there are brands that they are doing that, unfortunately, but unfortunately too, we can see that. So maybe we can buy this and we just don't realize that one kid that did the clothes, the piece of clothes, and we just wear and just live our life, and they are dying or something like that. It's sad actually. But Lara, what do you think? Do you care about brands?
No, I don't. I prefer to buy clothes that is comfortable for me and and I that I like. I don't care if it's a big brand or something. And yeah, I prefer to buy in little stores because now I can see more varieties is very important because in this pandemic we see a lot of people closing the doors because they can't afford the pandemic, because
Yeah,
it's very hard. And yeah, I prefer because I already have the contact, when I go to a store, I already know the how can I say the person that sell things,
yeah,
the owner, I don't know, the people. And yeah, I think it's nicer for me. Yeah, I think it's this.
yeah. Thank you for share. And you, Paula, do you care about brands?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, actually, no. No, I mean, sometimes there are some brands that I prefer because of the quality, and I prefer buy something that have a good quality, and I don't have to, I don't need to buy the same thing after 2 months of using, you know. So sometimes it depends on the brand, but I'm not the kind of person who buys that brand just to show off, you know, just
Yeah,
to say to everybody, oh, I use this kind of clothes. Yeah, that's it. And the
yeah,
first question you asked me, I don't use to buy in a thrift shop. Just things, not clothes. I don't know why. I don't know. It's my thing, you know. But
yeah.
things I read bought things for my house, this kind of stuff, you know.
That's good. Thank you. And yeah, just like you said, there are people that they just buy this kind of things just to show up, just to, oh my God, I have this piece of Dolce Gabbana or something like that. And I too, I don't care about brands because I don't have money for that. But even if I had, I really don't care about this. But the good point about thrifty shop is that you can buy some piece of Gucci or whatever about these brands for a cheap price. So you don't have to buy an exclusive piece, but you wearing something about very quality, very good to wear, and I think it's a good point about that. And Felipe,
Yes,
are you
yeah.
there?
I lost my connection. Sorry
Yeah,
for
don't
that.
worry.
Right.
Today we're talking about thrifty shop. Okay, so
Yeah.
do you used to buy in the thrifty shop? Do you have some clothes from
Oh,
thrifty
yes.
shop?
Drift shop, just to have an idea. Drift shop is similar to brechó.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that? That's nice. Yeah, sure. It's very nice. There is a drift shop here near my university that for it's a drift shop for students. So and so the prices are amazing. You can find a lot of modern clothes, a lot of good things there, and the price is like R$ 2, R$ 3.
Yeah,
It's a student's price. It's very cheap
yeah, it's very cheap.
compared to the ones. And I normally buy there. I normally buy. I like very much.
Me
Uh,
too.
yeah. But you know that in Ireland there are shops that they sell new clothes. It's very cheap as well. Like you
Yeah,
can buy. There is a store. The name is Pennies, and it's in Ireland. I think there is in England as well, but I don't know if it's the same name. And there you can buy jeans. You know, pen of pants of jeans for €5. It's very cheap. Like €5, you can buy. I don't know a bucket of milk at this price, and you
it's
can buy a
almost
pair of
free.
jeans. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very
And
popular price.
do you care about brands? This stuff?
Oh, yeah, sometimes yes. For example, for the quality, right? But depends because there are some brands that they are not expensive, but the quality is very nice. It has a good quality. I prefer, yeah, for me, the best is quality. But yeah, if has a good quality, I would buy. But
Yeah. Thank you
mhm.
for that. And let's go to the next question. It's about, do you think that it's important thrift shop exists and why? I think so because there are people that they depend about that, so they don't have money for buy in a huge store or even in the nice store. So for them, thrifty shop it's more cheaper, so they can just buy these clothes and like have a money for eat or drink something. So I really like this. And just like Felipe said, there are some thrifty shop that they are selling new clothes, like the without use or without wear. So it's very cheap, it's still very cheap. So I recommend you guys do that if you want. But Paula, do you think it's important exist?
I do. I do. It's important because of the movement itself, you know, and it's a good way to meet people as well, your neighbors, or you know, I don't know. I think the magic around this exchange, because it's a kind of exchange, like you give the chance to someone to use something that you're not using anymore, right? So it's basically that. So
Yeah,
I do believe it's really important.
it's a new store, it's a new about a lot of things in just one piece of clothes. So it's very interesting. Paula, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So, what's the question again? Sorry.
Do you think it's important exist thrift shops?
Yes, for sure. I think that's what Philip said, you know, uh, to reuse things that are still good, but someone for somehow that doesn't want it anymore. So I think it's important, yes,
Yeah, thank you
to
for that.
reuse things.
And you, Felipe, sorry, do you think so?
Yes, for sure. And as uh, as I said, I I I think because sometimes the if you go to a shop, especially in some places like in the shopping mall, you're gonna pay a lot of money, right? It's difficult to find discounts. Yeah, and when you go to these thrift shops, you can find uh, yes prices that you can afford. Yes, because sometimes you do don't have you cannot pay. Yes, yes, cannot buy something like a jacket for 500 reais. I think for me it's
Yeah,
too expensive to pay 500 reais for a jacket. I know that there are people who buy it, but I wouldn't buy. For me it's too much to spend 500 reais in one thing, 200
yeah,
reais in one thing. I think it's too expensive.
yeah. And just like you, I think it's important because I buy at the thrift shop, so it's very important for me. And you, Lara, what do you think?
Yeah, I also agree. I think the question is about the things that you reuse, and yeah, I think it's very important.
Yeah, thank you for that. So the next question, I think I'm not gonna ask it because why do you think that some thrift shop have clothes from huge brands? I think it's because there are people that don't wear more this piece of clothes, so they just threw away and passed for someone that wants. But the next question, I think it's more interesting. What is your favorite piece of clothes and why? Lara?
I think it is t-shirts because I can use everywhere because I love to use shorts, but I can go to a class or something with shorts, just pants. But I don't like to because I don't feel very comfortable, like using jeans all day. But I know that it's necessary, so yeah. Anyway, I try to use the more comfortable. So I think it is the t-shirts. I don't know.
Yeah, thank you. And you, Felipe?
Felipe, yeah, it's me. Yes,
Yeah,
or
can be
Philip.
you. And
Yeah,
then
okay.
Philip.
Very fast. Okay. Yes, for me, I love a brown jacket that I have. As I said, for example, I wouldn't pay 500 reais for a jacket, even if I like to stand. Sometimes we are at a shopping mall and we see a beautiful jacket, and I look at the price, and it's almost 1,000 reais, and I say, "Come on, how can I buy one jacket for 1,000 reais?" I love jackets. I really like the style. 60s style, like rock and roll. I like this style, to use boots, and I like this style. Like this, really nice. This I really like this
Yeah.
style. Mhm.
My answer would be that too, because I really like jacket and coats. So unfortunately, I live in a city in the state that don't used to do more rain or cold. But someday that I will travel somewhere, I will wear these things because I really like. And you, Philip Soares, your answer.
Yeah, for me is like my favorite piece. It's I don't know, not for buying, but for using. I think it's nowadays it's being shorts and some sneakers that they are really soft and light, and I can use in any situation. I think it's more like that because like t-shirts or shirts, they are pretty the same, so I don't change that much the style, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's more like I love using shorts even when it's cold, you know. So
Yeah, me too. And Paula?
Oh, I love my jeans. I go everywhere with jeans, So that's my favorite piece.
That's
And
good.
Marcus, about that question, why do you think that some thrift shops have clothes from huge brands? I think that that's because there are a lot of people who loves fashion, and they follow that moment. And when something that's not in that moment anymore, it's not fashion, they don't use. So they keep buying some new things just to follow the
Yeah,
that moment, the fashion moment. So I think that's one reason for
for
that
that.
question. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think it
Yeah, I
can
think
be.
the same thing. I think the same thing. And there's someone that wants to answer this question or not?
Yeah, yeah, I think it's the same as Paula said, and especially, I think the society. I don't know. I have this impression here in Florianopolis, the society is becoming more minimalist. I don't know here in
Yes.
Florianopolis. I feel that the people here, for example, my friends, they don't buy anymore. They buy only in thrift shops. It's very common here. All my friends, they buy. This is very common, and they don't buy. For example, just have one jacket. I don't
Yeah,
have a lot of jackets. Understand? If I had a lot of jackets, I would give to charity because I don't use, and
yeah,
I prefer I'm the person, if I like a type of clothes, I'm gonna use until it get wasted. I'm gonna wear it every day if I can.
yeah,
Because I feel comfortable. I wake up in the morning and I say,
yeah,
wow, today I have this clothes and I'm gonna wear it. Do you understand? Even though if it's
yeah,
repetitive. I don't
yeah,
care. But you wore that yesterday. Why are you using it? No, I wanna wear it today as well
yeah,
because I love it.
yeah. And just like Phil said, like it's not just buying clothes, it's a style of life. So you change everything, your relationship, your what you're doing in the earth, your missions. So I really, really like that. And the next
Yes.
question is, what is your clothes style? What is your style? I think for me, I become more modern nowadays because I think I'm young, so I I need to have to do that. So I really like t-shirts and shirts, some hats. Now I'm liking hats, so I really like that. But I think uh, when I see something in my clothes, and I don't know how to say guarda-roupa, I forget how to say.
Wardrobe.
But when I
wardrobe or
yeah,
closet wardrobe.
yeah. So when I see it, like some shorts on some t-shirt, I just put it and I don't care what the people think about. It's being on fashion or it's not. I really don't care about that. And you, Philip, what do you think?
Oh, I have never thought about this question, or like what's my style for real. I don't even know like a name for my style, but I
I
think
know.
I would say like I'm a casual person. You know, I like to
Yeah.
wear casual clothes.
It's
I would say
sports casual because you wear shorts and this
yeah,
shirt, so it's
maybe,
sports.
maybe yeah.
And you, Paula?
Yeah, I'm just like Philip. I don't know my style. I'm the person who use jeans and t-shirt, and that's it. I
Yeah,
like things. I like to feel comfortable, you know.
that is a
So
good
that's my
point.
style. Comfortable.
Yeah.
Be comfy.
And yeah. And you, Lara?
Yeah, me too. I don't have a specific style. I just wear jeans and t-shirts too. I usually don't waste a lot of time in the morning to pick the clothes that I'm going to wear. I just pick one that I think it's fine. Yes, that is it.
Yeah, I'm like that. Like when I go somewhere, I have to think about uh before what I'm gonna wear. So if I'm gonna wear some t-shirt yellow or blue, it's gonna be fit with my shirt, with my shoes. I'm thinking about that. I don't know why, but it's very shallow actually. But I like because it's something that I think can just distract my mind.
Yeah, I think
And
when I have to go outside, when I have a party or things like this, I think more, I spend more time choosing my clothes, but in the daily routine, I don't do it so much.
yeah. And Felipe, same
Yeah,
question.
exactly. I'm a person that here in Florianopolis, come on, the people go everywhere with flip-flops, you know. So because
Yeah,
it's beach style, you know. So here, what happens is that, of course, when we go to a ceremony and something like more formal, I like to dress. I like to dress like the way you are now, Marcus, with this your shirt, you know. But as I said, I think similar to Lara, Philip, and Paula, I like to feel more comfy, right? Feel more comfortable, so be casual the most of the time, and just because it's easier, right? You don't need to care so much. When I go to my friend's house, I really don't care so much. But when I go to a wedding ceremony, right, or
yeah,
something more special, then I like to be formal. I think it's beautiful to wear suit. How can I say? There is the one how tie, you know, to be very formal. You know,
yeah.
I like this
Fancy.
style as well.
Yeah, me too. And the next question, it's something that I even thinking about. It's what is your most expensive piece of clothing and your most cheap? Mm.
Oh my
Laura,
gosh. I
do you know?
Oh, I have no idea. It's been a while since I don't buy new clothes because of the pandemic. I am just in home. No, I don't know. I think expensive could be a dress for a party. I don't know. And cheaper, some t-shirts, maybe. I don't know. Usually, I take a lot of clothes from my sister because we share the rooms, and she's the big sister, so she buy a lot of
Yeah.
things, and I just take from her. And yeah, I don't know.
So, and Paula, do you know?
Yes, the most expensive was my dress to my. I use it in my, how can I say, graduation party. I don't know. Is
Yeah,
that's correct?
I think
Yes,
I understand.
and
So,
I yes. So and I use it just once, and nowadays I realize, oh my gosh, why I did it. You know, that's no reason for that, but that was the most expensive. And Yeah, I don't know what's the cheapest.
And Felipe Sangerman, do you know?
Yes, exactly. As I said, I bought once in a shift store a brown jacket. This jacket that I always wear. I wear every day because sometimes it's here in the south of Brazil it's cold, so I have only one jacket. The
Yeah,
rest they're all beach clothes or, and I have one suit only. So
yeah,
totally minimalist. And I have but I have three Havaianas. So I have
yes,
more Havaianas than
that's
the
the
other
thing.
things, because I go everywhere I go, like supermarket, I go to the shopping mall, I go to the friend's house, I go to my everywhere. It's you wearing Havaianas.
Yeah,
But exactly as I said, this jacket I bought in a thrifty shop, and I think the price would cost in the shopping mall would cost around 1,000 reais, and I bought it for, I think it was 150 reais. So it was really uh,
she-
a how can I say, it was not a rip-off, right? Because in my opinion, the things in the shopping mall sometimes it's it's too expensive.
yeah. And Philip Soares,
Uh, what's the question? Is the most
what is your
expensive?
most, yeah,
Oh man, this is a quite difficult one. I I think shoes in general, they are the most expensive that I buy. Especially when you're running and you need to, yeah, you running shoes, they are really expensive. So
yeah,
I think it's like this. Yeah, the most expensive that I get most.
yeah. And for me, more the more cheap was this shirt. Was 3 reais, I think. I bought in the last month, I think, and come from a thrift shop. It was this, I don't know how to say this, sobretudo. I paid 50 reais, and what is the most expensive that I pay for clothes comes from a thrift shop. So yeah, I think it's this. But I have another clothes that is not from thrift shop that it was more expensive. Just like Philip said, shoes and jackets, they are more expensive because like it's more working about, so we have to pay this money. So I think it's the last question. Are you wearing clothes to go out even in your house at quarantine? Yeah, in my case, I'm doing that because just for the clothes, not like just stop in my dresser and these things, and yeah, I'm doing that. And what about you, Paula?
I'm just wearing pajamas, in this quarantine at home. So no.
And you, Laura?
Yeah, me too. In this quarantine, I was in pajamas, just staying home, just the same clothes every day.
Yeah, my sister, he's doing the same thing. He just you wearing the all day pajama, so it's funny. And you, Philip?
Uh, I I try to like I try to wear clothes like I'm going to work because when I've been working from home since 2016, and I found out that working my pajamas or the way I slept, it's really bad. It doesn't help. So I take a shower in the morning and then I wear like sometimes I wear jeans and I put my shoes and I get some perfume. I do that because it helps me to to be in a different mood.
Yeah.
So, for example, today it's like I don't want to, I just get a shirt. I worked with I would work with this one actually. So yeah, because I was working in a startup and it's more casual and shorts or jeans and sometimes I'm sorry. Sometimes I get my shoes on like I was going to leave my place, but usually I get like just a flip flop and it works fine.
Yeah, me too. And talking about the mood, I think it's changed. When you're wearing some clothes that you really like, or a t-shirt or even a jeans, I think your mood change. So I really believe that. And you, Felipe Sangerman.
Yes, I totally believe, I totally agree with you. Because it's our, it has energy, right? Vibes. It brings us good vibrations. It's so interesting. This,
Yeah,
I believe in that, and it's so interesting because there are people that they like a lot of types of colors, right? So they dress very colorful, and I think this is nice. Actually, I don't. Sometimes I don't understand what is what fashion is, because if the person feels happy to wear that. So why we should listen to a critic, right? To a person criticizing and telling you what you should wear, right? Oh, it's ugly. Come on, let the person be
Yeah.
happy. Just then, I don't understand the society. I think this is so because it's not a crime. Come on, the person just want to be happy. If it was something that is bothering you, if a person dress something, she's dressed as whatever she wants, as long as she's not disturbing me. She's not annoying me, or well, I don't know. But I just want to say that I think that we should be more relaxed. Yeah, and for example, I remember I was talking to a person from Curitiba here in Florianopolis, and she was telling me, "Oh, you go to the shopping mall wearing flip flops? Come on, come on, because in Curitiba, the people you have to wear shoes when you go to the shopping mall or something like that." I said, no,
yeah,
come on. If the person is happy wearing
it's
flip
true.
flops everywhere, just
Yeah, I
because
believe in the same thing. The
yeah,
same thing.
there are some. I think Philip knows about that because he works for some programming companies, right? IT companies. They are letting the employees nowadays more casual, right? You can be more free when you work
Yeah,
for a company like technological company around technology. They
yeah,
let you, yeah, dress, maybe go like you don't need to go very formal
yeah,
to work. And I hope
yeah,
this can happen more, right?
yeah.
Can happen more.
So, guys, we are finished this conversation. I hope you enjoy this conversation and think more about that, buying in thrift shop, and know what is behind that. It's just it's just not you're buying something and wear. There are a lot of things involved around this. So please answer the feedback for we just improve and get better. Um, what more? I think it's just this. We have more meetings today, French and English. So you're all invited to come in, okay? So that's it. It was very to be here with you guys, and bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See ya. Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.